it is. 1 minute abs. Joining us right now, he's been doing some phenomenal work for us. Really, you guys see the work he does. And I'm also talking about Frankie and Charles and the whole crew. With all the Sactown Sports 1140 stuff going on the website, all the clips that are out there on YouTube, the new display we have on YouTube that you're all watching right now. Just over the last few months, Amil has joined us, and we've really solidified our digital team, and that's only going to get even better and crazier when Sacramento Kings season starts. Part of that is Amil being down at Niners camp day in, day out with wonderful content. You can check that out on the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube page. Just search Sactown Sports 1140. You should already subscribe. You should already hit alerts and do all that stuff they tell me to tell you to do. Joining us right now, it is Amil Fragoso, his debut on the program. Amil, it's Dave, it's Jason, and a little bit of Jay. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Oh, we're good. How are you doing, man?
Doing wonderful. Bright sunny day out here.
Yeah, you know what? Good for you, because once upon a time you would have been commuting to the Central Valley every day for training camp. Actually, wait, wasn't it? And before that, wasn't it? It was Rockland forever.
It was in Rockland,
That's
for years.
Right. Yeah. And now you get to go to beautiful Santa Clara.
Absolutely. It's been fantastic out there the last 2 weeks in Santa Clara. It's 49ers training camp. It's been just wonderful. Getting away from the heat, thank goodness.
We have to ask you about football, but I'll give you one patented Carmichael Dave dumb question before we get into the nuts and bolts. And with all the trips you're making out there, all the back and forth, please tell me at one point before the end of training camp, you will take a moment and go visit the soon-to-be closed down Great America amusement park.
Oh, absolutely. I went to it as a kid, and I love Great America. It's really sad that it's closing down, and so I'll definitely have to take a visit very, very soon.
What is the greatest thing you've seen? And is the Brandon Aiyuk hype real? I know it exists, but is it justified?
Oh, it is absolutely justified. He has been the standout offensive player at camp so far. I mean, just yesterday I tweeted out that he lost his first one-on-one route yesterday, and that was day 12, the last day of training camp before the preseason started. This guy has been not only on the practice field, but off the field as a leader. He's really stepped up for the clubhouse. Everyone talks about it. Everyone talks about how his leadership skills have developed over the last year, and that's really been what's carrying him so far. And he's been a stellar since ASU, and now he's coming out here for the Niners, and he could be easily a Pro Bowl year for them.
So, Amil, that we had a question on the show yesterday basically asking who on the Niners would lead them in receiving yards, and they've got weapons, whether it's Kittle, Debo, who led them last year, or Aiyuk. Would you lean towards Aiyuk based on his camp?
Based on his camp, I would lean towards Aiyuk, and that kind of goes in hand with Trey Lance and the connection they built over the offseason with Debo and his lingering contract situation. It really gave BA and Trey time to develop. They were down in Southern California working on their stuff, just hanging out, getting to know each other on a personal level as well as on the field. And so their connection has really been seen throughout camp, and it really shows just the work they put in.
All right. So as we talked to Amil Fragoso of Sactown Sports 1140, Brandon Aiyuk's getting a ton of buzz, but give us your overalls early in preseason, early in training camp, I should say, with the big story, which is Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey is up and down. He's a young quarterback coming into the NFC West, a tough division itself, and it's his first time being a starter, first year being a starter. So they'll have some up days and down days. Sunday was a bad outing. He finished the day 1 for 11, then bounced back on Tuesday. Finished the day about 15 for 19, one of his most accurate days. Then yesterday he was 10 for 20. You're going to have some up and downs with this guy. He's still a raw talent. All the skills are there, all the traits are there. The coaches talk about it all the time, and his ability to bounce back and stuff like that. But we have to be patient with him. He's still only 22 years old, 21 years old, I should say. He's a kid. So you got to give him some time to develop in the National Football League.
Has the team, the team has announced that he's the starter. I think there's no mystery there. How about the reaction of the rest of the teammates, the offense, the defense, realizing the game's most important position is going to be run by him? Is the rest of his teammates, are they bought in?
Yeah, they're absolutely bought in. They agree with Kyle Shanahan, and they're in line with the coaching staff. This is Trey's time. When they took him third overall in the 2021 draft, they knew that he could be the starter come that season, his rookie year, or as well this season. And now he is the starter. And while, they're going to miss Jimmy, they appreciate Jimmy's services. They think that Trey Lance is the future, and he has all the skills and the talent to do it.
Amil Fragoso from Niner training camp. He's been out there from day one, or technically day two, I think. Follow Amil and everybody's content on Niner Training Camp, all the inside stuff right there on Sactown Sports 1140's website. Amil, what about the defense? Fred Warner had made headlines for getting into Brandon Aiyuk's head a little bit. They were going back and forth. Obviously, you have Bosa and Eric Armstead recovering from being banged up, hopefully back soon. But how has that defense looked?
They look as elite as they were last year, and frankly, it's on all three levels. And even yesterday at practice, they're down three corners right now, including their two starters, Emmanuel Mosley and Javarius Ward, with minor hamstring strains. He'll be back probably in a week or two. But just guys stepping up. Even Sam Womack, their rookie they have this year, he had a great pass breakup yesterday on Jaquan Jennings. So they're all buying into Fred Warner's system. I mean, he has the green dot on the back of the helmet. He is the defensive leader, defensive quarterback, and he's leading these guys to success. I mean, they're getting the backfield, they're getting picks, they're getting interceptions, they're getting pass breakups. It's showing out there.
Can you tell now that there's been so much camp and they finally have a preseason game? Are they ready for that? Are they ready to be looking at someone else as opposed to their own guys?
Yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, even their rookie running back, Ty Davis Price, talked about it yesterday at media availability and how excited he is just to finish a full contact run. You know, he hasn't been able to do that in camp. They're just eager to get out there. They're eager to start the season and get back to the playoffs.
So rest of the, just kind of want you to help as we wrap up here previewing the coverage. You're doing a tremendous job down there, the whole team back here. So as training camp continues, and then we'll eventually obviously wind down, what can people look for? How can they access all the work you guys are doing?
Yeah, absolutely. You can access it on SactownSports.com as well as on my Twitter account at Emiliano Fragoso, at SactownSports1140 on Twitter as well as on Instagram. We do IG stories every day. I'm out at camp. I get my 3 takeaways from camp. So yeah, on our Instagram stories at Sactown Sports. But yeah, that's how we can get all this stuff out here as well. Listen to you guys here on 1140.
Yeah, you know, one other thing for me, Amil, I'm curious about the, I don't know the way to put it. I don't know if it's cloud, whatever. They're just Jimmy G. We've seen him, he's working out in another field. Kyle Shanahan basically is like, no, he doesn't have a playbook. He's not, like, he's there, but he's not. Like, what is that? I don't know even if it's a circus. How would you describe Jimmy G being there, still technically a 49er for however long that's going to be?
You know, I wouldn't say it's a circus. I would just say it can be a bit of a distraction sometimes, but everyone in the locker room was pretty good. There's no real awkwardness. They've reassured us all of that, Shanahan included. There's no real awkwardness. He's on the depth chart currently as the 4th quarterback just because he has to be, but he's not in team meetings. And as he practices off the field every single day, fans can see him practice off the field every single day, going through his throwing program and all that stuff. So he's just, kind of vying his time and doing all he can with the Niners as he rebuilds his shoulder.
All right, that's Amil Fragoso, Sactown Sports 1140. Coverage down there continues, as he mentioned, all over the place, whether it's our social media apps, YouTube, and, of course, our shows, bringing you the best coverage of the San Francisco 49ers anywhere in the area. Amil, appreciate you. Have fun today. You take care.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care. It's Amil Fragoso.